Anthropic just revealed the exact 5 skills to become a Claude certified AI architect. These are the skills that separate a 5k AI project from a 50k one. But here is the catch. You can't take the certification exam. It's locked behind their partner program. Unless you work with Anthropic directly, you don't get access. Now, most people see that and move on. But I looked at the exam guide, and what I found is way more valuable than a badge on your LinkedIn. Anthropic handed us the entire AI blueprint. These aren't theoretical skills. These are the exact skills we use every single day that have generated us over $600,000 in AI consulting revenue this year. So let's break them down, and I will show you which ones actually do make money. The most valuable skill is building a team of AI that works together. Think of it like hiring a team, except the team is AI. One part does research, one part does analysis, and one writes the report. And you need a manager in the middle to make sure everyone's doing their job. It's the biggest section of the exam. But here is the mistake that kills most AI projects. People assume every part of their AI system can see what other parts are doing. But they can't. Each part starts with a blank page. If you don't hand the information over yourself, it doesn't get there. We learned this the hard way on a 50k project. We almost lost the whole project because AI was guessing instead of using real data. Here is why this matters for you. When you walk into a business and they have got 5 different tools for sales, accounting, project tracking, files, and none of them talk to each other, that's your opportunity. We saw exactly that at a consulting firm. 5 different tools that are completely disconnected. So we built an AI layer that connected all of it into one brain. That led to a 5-figure engagement. And let me tell you this, every business has this problem. Every single one. Most AI just talks. It answers questions in a chat window. This skill is about making AI actually do things inside the business, connected to tools they already use. Let it take real actions. Here is the question we ask in every single AI audit. What 3 tools does your team use most? And do they talk to each other? The answer is almost always no. That gap is where the money is. We asked this at IBS Insurance, one of Turkey's largest brokers. We went into 10 different departments, connected AI into their actual workflows, and found $498,000 in projected savings from a $10,000 AI audit. When you're running a consulting firm, you can't have the AI doing something different on every project. You need it to follow your process, frameworks, and quality standards every single time. There's a way to do this inside Claude. It's called the Claude Markdown file. Think of it as onboarding a new employee, except it takes 10 minutes instead of 2 weeks. You write down your rules, process, and standards. Your AI reads it before it touches anything. And unlike a new hire, it never forgets what you told it. Most people don't even know this exists. We use it on every project, and it's the reason we deliver consistent work across dozens of clients without things falling apart. This one isn't just write better prompts. This is about making AI give you results you can actually put your name on. Here is the test. Can you take what the AI produce and hand it directly to a client without editing it, without double checking every single line? If not, the output isn't good enough. That's the bar. When someone pays you 10k for an AI audit, the report has to be airtight. The numbers have to add up. The recommendations have to make sense. And the AI can't be making things up to fill in the gaps. That's what turns a fun AI conversation into a real business deliverable. This is the one most people skip entirely, and it's the reason why most AI projects fall apart after the first demo. Here is a simple test. Open any AI tool, have a 30-minute conversation, then ask it about something you mentioned at the beginning. If it can't remember, that system isn't ready for a real business. Your AI forgets things. It loses track of what the customer said. It drops important numbers when the conversation gets long. And if you don't fix that, your system works great in a demo, but breaks the moment a real business and a real person uses it. This is the difference between look what this AI can do and this runs our business every day. 5 skills. That's it. Anthropic thinks these 5 skills make an AI architect, and every single one of them is something clients pay for. But one skill matters more than all the others, and it's the one most people get completely wrong. By the way, if you want to build a premium AI consulting business using these skills and Monk as your partner, book a call using the top link in the description. Now, back to the skills. Remember skill number 1? Building AI systems where multiple pieces work together? That's 27% of the exam. The biggest domain by far. Most people build AI the simple way. One job, one AI. That's it. But the real money is in systems with multiple parts. And there are 2 lessons we have learned from building over 50 AI systems that you won't find in any course. Lesson 1. When we built a system connecting 5 enterprise tools through one AI layer, the analysis part kept making recommendations based on information it didn't actually have. It was guessing instead of using the real data. The research part had found everything we needed, but it never passed it over. We had to redesign the entire flow so every piece got exactly the information it needed. That's the mistake people make. Everyone assumes different parts of their AI system share information automatically. The reality is, they don't. You have to design that flow yourself. And once you understand that, you can start building systems that nobody else in the room knows how to build. Here is lesson 2. When there is money involved, like payments, financial data, or anything that's sensitive, you can't just tell the AI, remember to check the account first. That's like putting a sticky note on a bank vault saying, please lock up. You need something that physically stops the next step until the check is done. Instructions are simply not enough when someone's bank account is on the line. Those 2 lessons are why this skill is worth 27% of the exam, and why it's the difference between a 5k AI project and a 50k one. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but don't I need the actual certificate to do any of this? The answer is simply no, and I can prove it. Here is the part nobody wants to hear. The certificate itself doesn't really matter. I don't mean that in a dismissive way. The knowledge behind it absolutely matters, and that's why we spent minutes going through it. But the actual certificate, the badge, the piece of paper, no client has ever asked me for one. You know what the clients ask for? Show me what you can build. Show me the results you can get for me. Let me give you an example. John Pano, 22 years old, engineering student. No certification, no experience. He joined our coaching program, learned these exact skills and our proven AI audit framework. And just 5 days after his first session, he closed a 2.5k AI audit. Just the skills and the proven framework to follow. That's the whole point. Nobody asked John for a certificate. They asked him what he can do, and he showed them. The certificate proves you studied, but only you can prove what you can build. So the question isn't whether you need the certificate, it's how fast you can learn these skills. And the answer is faster than you think. You can learn this in 30 days, not 6 months. And I'm going to give you your first step right now, whether you decide to work with us directly or not, because I don't want you to lose any more time. Week 1, open Claude. Tell it about a business you know, a friend's company, a local shop, anywhere. Ask it to find the 3 biggest opportunities for AI in that business. That conversation right there is your first demo AI audit. That's day 1. Week 2, learn how to diagnose a business properly. Understand where AI creates the most value, and more importantly, where it doesn't. Here is the thing most people miss. Most companies haven't even used the most basic AI tools yet. So you don't need to sell them a complex AI system. You sell them education first, then the audit, and then the build. Week 3, go deeper on one of these 5 skills. Pick the one that excites you. Build something real with it. Maybe a small system, a proof of concept. Something that you can show someone and say, I built this. Week 4, do a free AI audit for a real business. Walk in, diagnose their workflows, identify the biggest opportunities, and present them a complete AI transformation roadmap. That audit is your portfolio. That's what gets you paid. And if you think 30 days isn't enough, let me tell you about Martin Zapata, university student. He started his AI agency with his twin brother. Within 30 days of finishing our program, he closed an AI audit with an 8-figure company. They are now close to 50k in revenue. No certification, just the skills and the willingness to start building. The certificate takes months to qualify qualify for. This path takes 30 days and ends with a paying client. People think that they need Anthropic's permission to call themselves an AI architect. They don't. They need 5 skills and the willingness to start building. You don't need a partner program. You don't need a badge. You already have everything you need to start. If you want help building these skills and landing your first client, book a call with us using the top link in the description. Remember, the certificate proves you studied, but only you can prove what you can build. So, go build.